I'm Repo Rod, and I'm chatting with Staxx.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Staxx. I'm your host, Bill Staxx, and today we're going to talk about Thomas Wood, former Hells Angel, who passed away, with Repo Rod.
To be able to sit, side by side with guys that wore a different patch that you would have been not friendly with at that time. It was a little strange the first time. I got to say that. It was, for me, I was uncomfortable because I knew some of them from different places, but it's you sit down and you start talking to these guys, and they're just as regular as you and I, and that's a life that we live that we don't live anymore, and we move forward each day.
Yeah, it's like any other time when you were in the club, you guys would have been trying to kill each other over territory or whatever.
We would have been trying something.
And now you got a common bond.
Absolutely. Yep. I think a stronger bond than we had. There's numerous former HA members that are in this group. I think we're tighter than we were when we were wearing that patch. There's no dues, no mandatory. If you come to a party, a gig or something, it's whatever it is to, make it work, function, and which is like nothing. I'm just gonna chump change. Maybe guy will throw out $100 to go to a party that lasts for a weekend, and they put you together with everybody, and your food and everything is there, and that's cheaper than getting your old lady away on a vacation.
It's cheaper than bringing your old lady to fucking McDonald's nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a really good thing, and I definitely I throw out like big respect to Pee Wee for doing everything he does with it, because he put it together. There's no animosity with anybody. There's no fighting. I'm sure if somebody did the wrong thing, man, you handle it, but that would be the end of it. It would be over and done, and y'all better get up and give each other a hug afterwards. But I have not seen in the ones that I've been able to get to, not one guy have an issue or a fist fight with another. None. Zero.
Because they're not walking into it with animosity and holding grudges. It's a new slate.
It's not there. And there's no patches. There's nothing to fly. There might be a T-shirt at a couple of the larger gatherings, but other than that, we all come together. We hang out for 3, 4, 5 days, a weekend, whatever. I've done the run 2 years in a row with the same guy. I'm not going to put his name out there. He's a former HA. And man, I had a blast with him. Last year, the one we did, we wound up leaving out of there, and he and I both had, time to burn still. And we were like, which way we want to go? He said, I don't know, man, just pick away. The year before, we wound up leaving out of there. We went all up through Missouri, Kentucky, back up Tennessee, and all over the place. Stopped up in Tennessee, seen this other dude I know there that's got a chopper shop. Had dinner at a steakhouse with him. This past year, we wound up leaving out of there and went down, I think, into Texas, hung out with a brother down there for 2 or 3 days. And, just an awesome time, man. A better time than I had when I was wearing a patch.
Things change, man. Not a lot of people get to be at a level where you were in life, to be able to be a Hells Angel, get through the process. A lot of people don't make it through the process.
No. Hundreds don't.
Probably
Um,
thousands don't. I'm sure thousands have tried
oh, I'm
and
sure
failed.
over the years there's been thousands that have tried across the world. Because it's a worldwide organization. Is there's some others that are also people come and go in that lifestyle. It's not a cheap lifestyle to live. Number one, and if I gotta say, if your house is tight and your carpet is clean and you're not sweeping no dust into the corners and you're just living it right, and it's a good thing. But when you got someone that starts doing something dirty, it affects everybody. It's a domino effect, especially when the second one agrees with the first one, even though he knows that it's not true. You just started a domino, and when the other ones support that, it just builds it more and more and more and more. Oh, it's like a little kid. You start telling that lie so long that you start to believe your lie.
Yeah, you start to believe your own bullshit,
You
right?
start to believe your own bullshit,
Yeah.
and the problem is you know dudes that are there, they're not dumb, and I don't care what club it is, they're not stupid. You go in there and you start doing your lies, and it's not a good thing to do. I said it in our other cast. I gotta say, if you're going and you're moving forward to be in one of these clubs, you gotta understand that some point in time, man, there might be an issue going on, a situation, whatever, but you might need to put your life on the line, and it might happen. Or you need to think about that. And I said it before. If you got a home, a job, you got a good job, you got a nice home, you got kids, you got a family, got a good job, everything, money in the bank, get up and walk away from it. Get rid of your family, walk away from everything. Go be a man, because you're not going to make it, when it comes down to the bottom of it, unless you're willing to give all that up. And that's truly what it can come to. Then going there is not right for you. Don't do it. Stay away from it, because you're lying to yourself. Because if you get into, that's where guys wind up becoming informants for law enforcement, when they get clipped on something or pinched or wrapped up into something. The weakest peg breaks. That there's the domino effect throughout that house, throughout them guys, throughout the people they're in contact with. You know, it takes one guy, crying over a 1 to 3 year bid or something. Not, we're not even talking a life bid, man. A short number. Gets scared now because he's jammed up. And he starts talking to law enforcement, because they're willing to, well, we can do this for you and we can do that. And, you just tell us this and work for us and be our inside guy. And never, ever,
You see,
ever,
you
ever.
seen the guys in California, they got the whole charter.
Yep. But never, I'm telling guys, never believe that is an option to talk to law enforcement under any circumstances. Be ready to assume and accept that whatever it comes to is, when you came around and said, hey, I want to participate in this, you're willing to suck that up. Don't go dropping it on other people. Don't go dragging other people down with you, because all of a sudden, oh my God, I can't do this time. I might have to do 3 years or whatever it is. Suck it up. Be righteous to what you say you're righteous to. Don't be a rat.
Some people are just built in them, man. They
Yeah.
say rats aren't made; they're born.
Yep.
So,
All right, Bill, look, man, I got to get this thing wrapped up. I got a couple things going on.
I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely, man. We got some things coming up in the future with some different people, and I'm sure everybody will like that. So keep watching the Chatting with Staxx show. You're gonna get a whole bunch of new stuff coming at your way.
If you guys like this content, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this content, too fucking bad, start your own podcast. Peace. Thanks, man.